Knpc has been a story of success since establishment in 1960. This success relies on steady growth and calculated transformation processes driven by an updated mission, vision, and values, but always in alignment with strategic objectives. In the 1960s, Knpc doubled its fuel retail marketing outlets, helping the country to cope with the growing demand of the population as a result of urban expansion and demographic increase. Knpc officially became an oil refiner when it commissioned its refinery in Shu'aibah in April 1968. The inauguration of Shu'aibah Refinery was a turning point in Knpc history. New business, new identity with tremendous responsibility for the local and international customers. Shu'aibah Refinery construction started in 1966, and it was the first refinery built by a national company in the region. In April 1968, the refinery was officially commissioned and the first shipments exported to consumer countries a month later via Shu'aibah Oil Pier. The initial crude oil refining capacity of the refinery was 95,000 barrels per day. In 1975, an expansion project was implemented to increase the refining capacity of Shu'aibah Refinery to 180,000 barrels per day. In 1980, Kuwait Petroleum Corporation, or KPC, was established. Knpc and all other oil companies became subsidiaries of the new entity. The 1980s was another turning point in Knpc history as it became responsible for oil refining industry and gas liquefaction. It inherited the two refineries of Mina Al-Ahmadi and Mina Abdallah. The only gas liquefaction plant in the country also became a Knpc asset. Immediate plans were laid down to revamp the industry to cope with the world market's demand and add value to Kuwait hydrocarbons. Financial and human capitals were developed to simultaneously upgrade Mina Al-Ahmadi and Mina Abdallah refineries. Mina Al-Ahmadi became a refinery complex and instrumental in the processing of petroleum products. After modernization projects, the refinery operated at total capacity of 466,000 barrels per day. The refinery control room is the place where operators can monitor and control operations and safely start up and shut down units remotely. Petroleum products from Mina Al-Ahmadi refinery are exported from two piers, the North Pier and the new South Pier, the state-of-the-art terminal which was commissioned in 2005. The piers consist of 11 berths that can accommodate several tankers of different weights at the same time. Meanwhile, the old South Pier was upgraded to import LNG for power plants, while LPG plants were expanded by commissioning the fourth gas train to increase the capacity to 2,485 million standard cubic feet per day. Knpc is adding the fifth gas train to raise capacity to 3.3 billion standard cubic feet per day. Molten sulfur, as a byproduct, is channeled through heated pipelines from Shu'aibah and Mina Abdallah refineries to sulfur handling complex in Mina Ahmadi refinery, where it is solidified, fractionated, and exported to international markets. Mina Abdallah refinery modernization project, completed in 1988, increased the refining capacity to 270,000 barrels per day, transforming this plant into one of the most advanced refining plants in the Middle East. 29 new process units replaced a number of outdated units, including the delayed coker unit, the only unit of its kind in the Gulf. The coke product exported via conveyor belt to the dry dock in Shu'aibah is essential as fuel and as raw material for calcinated coke. 5 kilometers off the coast, Knpc constructed the Sea Island as an advanced terminal for the exports of Mina Abdallah products. It is capable of receiving and loading 2 oil tankers at the same time. The refineries are interconnected through a series of multi-purpose pipelines. Knpc takes pride in strictly following environmental regulations. It was with these regulations in mind that Knpc commissioned the wastewater treatment plants, flare gas recovery units, and smokeless flares to reduce environmental impacts. Due to increase in number of filling stations, Subhan Depot alone could not handle the demand, requiring the construction of a new depot in Ahmedi. Due to privatization of 40 filling stations by Knpc and Knpc. However, the local marketing department still exercises supervision and audit on the private sector-owned facilities to ensure quality control and compliance with the health, safety, and environment procedures. Knpc is building around 100 new filling stations according to a new environmentally friendly design. Knpc's sustainable vision is to be the best refiner in the region and among leaders of this business at the world level, out of this futuristic perception and moving to the commercially focused business. The company envisioned embracing high technology to upgrade products' competitiveness and win a market share at all international levels. No less important is realizing the strategic objective of supplying power generation plants in Kuwait with secure, clean fuels. The ambitious Clean Fuels Project, or CFP, and the new refinery at Al Zur were launched by Knpc and Knpc as the backbone of the short-term strategy. CFP will upgrade the existing Mina Abdallah and Mina Ahmedi refineries and transform them into an integrated refining complex that yields environmentally friendly fuels. Planned total capacity of the two refineries will be around 800,000 barrels per day. At Al Zur, by contrast, the primary refinery goal is to produce 615,000 barrels a day of low sulfur fuel. 225,000 barrels a day of this amount will be used as fuel in the power plants and local market. Around 9 billion Kuwaiti dinars, or 30 billion American dollars, have been allocated to finance implementation of these two mega projects. Individually, each is a crucial component in Kuwait's petroleum future. Together, they make Knpc something bigger, an international leader in the world's clean petroleum products future.